So card number 12 is a fairly simple layout. It's just got the 3 little stripes. You can take this one or leave this one, however you want to do it. I think I'm going to use these as, I mean, you know, we'll have it this way on my layout to be kind of like this, which would work. I also might have cut this like close on my top part. I don't know why I cut that way, but it did. Sure, I have to decide if I'm just gonna go with it and leave the imperfection on there, or, I mean, you can't see it on this one, but you can see it on the other ones. Do it this way. I mean, it's not like you notice it. I notice it because I know it up there. But I thought about putting that one in. I still have like 3 extra images, right? So we can go this way with it. The other thought is to kind of turn it this way. I suppose I can fold it so it looks like the actual card base. So the other idea is you could do it so it's up at top, or you could do it as your grounding mechanisms and then add your image on top of it. Any of those would kind of work. I don't know what I want to do. I could definitely just do it this way and leave that open up on top. I'm thinking though, maybe do it this way. Let's do it as it is on the thing. I want to do this one this way. Oh, look, cute little trucks. That'd be cute with some trucks. Anyways, what's this one? That one is, yeah, we'll go that way. Okay, so we're gonna start with this one. I didn't ink it. Do I want to ink it in between? This one doesn't have brown. I think we're good. I'm just gonna ink the outside of my card edge on this one. You could definitely go ahead and ink like each little piece if you wanted to. I'm gonna cheat and just ink the edge of my card front. I'm also thinking about masking. We'll see. I have a couple of ideas for this one. And I'm just gonna go with equal-ish spacing. You know me, I didn't line anything up, line it up. I just hope for the best. And since my cutting is always, like always, on par, I'm just gonna trim off the edge. And let's see here. I can go with, I can just put this one down here, but I was thinking it would be fun to come in with a little grass and a little one of those. Now I'm gonna mask this one off. Feel free to do this however you want. I'm gonna cheat and just bring in this piece of acetate because I really just need a teeny tiny little bit of a mask there. I just don't want to get my ink blending onto my side pieces. I'm just bringing in some washi that was sitting on my desk. You know, I'd hate to throw washi away the first time I use it. Okay. And I'm just going to come in with this one and kind of bring in that one. Let's go with, do I want to go Twisted Citron on this one? Probably. So I'm going to bring in my oxide inks for this one. Feel free to use, you know, whatever inks you have, but go with, so I'm going to go heavy on the top on this one and just kind of blend it out to the bottom. Do I want to do, I do want to do, I'm going to bring in some tea dye and I want to kind of just splatter this. So I'm just putting a little bit on my actual stencil. I'm not actually putting any on my card base. And I'm gonna spray this with, this is actually like an iridescent spray. That's that Winsor & Newton iridescent medium that has a lot of water added to it. And I'm just gonna kind of, I'm trying to keep my masking in place so I don't splatter everything. So I'm just gonna bring that in with a little acrylic block here and kind of flick it off the end and get a little bit of brown speckles. I want the brown speckles because that's what my little bird is sitting on, is green grass with brown sparkles. Okay. Colors of Sky. So this one is a lawn fawn stencil. It has both the positive and the negative on it. And that way you can go in. So I can just cover up the part that I just got done doing. And then I can bring in my cloud stencil and just kind of add some clouds. And I'm going to do them in, I think, the saltwater taffy, because I just moved everything and I'm going to have to reline it up. I'm going to bring in the saltwater taffy for this one to make some pink clouds. I caught the sunset last night and it was absolutely gorgeous. It was like pinks and purples and yellows, oranges. It was stunning. Of course it, you know, stormed later. It's probably why it was stunning, but it didn't storm here. Today, on the other hand, we've got flash floods. All good fun. I mean, we don't live in town, so out in the country it definitely got wet, but water run, but not like, you know, feet of water sitting sort of stuff. Anyways, I'm just going to bring that up. Do I want to go all the way up with it? Or do I just want to go there with it? I think I'm just going to go there with it and let it go. I'm also going to bring in, where is my blue one? I'm just going to bring in a little bit of blue. I should probably add a little bit of pink down here. So using that top part of the stencil, I'm just going to add a little bit of pink by my grass. It's not going to be on the grass, but it's by the grass. And then I'm just going to bring in, this one is just a dry brush. It's one that I use frequently. I don't wash my brushes so much in between, but I'm just going to bring this one in and kind of add a little bit of blue on top of the pink. And so it kind of gives it that cool, you know, multicolored look, kind of like a sunset or sunrise where you have the colors and the clouds on top. So I'm going to move that stuff off to the side, cover up my ink before I put my fingers in it. If you know, you know, that's how I roll. I am going to come in with that brown Distress, the tea dye ink. And hit my edges. Just because the pieces that I use on my little strips there kind of have a brown tone to the edges on the one side. I still want to bring that in from the other. And I think we're good. Okay. So now it's just a matter of adding in my little bird here. So I can put him all the way over here. Granted, I wouldn't have had to do the stenciling of the grass there because he's obviously going to cover that up. Do I want to? Just me finding placement. I think I'm going to put him here. I could definitely go over a little bit, but I like him sitting right there. Okay. Feel free to pop this one up again if you want to. Popping up your image will, you know, I don't know, it makes it pop. It gives it a little bit more dimension. I'm fine with just putting it on top. Sometimes I'm all about adding the dimension. Today, I'm okay with it, without it. And then I'm just going to trim off a little bit of overhang. maybe trim off a little bit of overhang. Okay. Do I want to put the little judgy chick on the front? We'll save him for another day. Okay. Now for this one, you could definitely go with a sentiment underneath him. You could go with a sentiment on top up here, like a speech bubble style. Maybe, let's see what we have here. Where, oh where? This is my I told you so face. And I'm just gonna put the sentiment right down there, I think. I think that'd be cute. Feel free to add a couple of flies on top if you so feel the need to. Watch as everything falls in around me, because that's usually, you know, the I told you so face is usually my face when I do as I do and not as I say I should do. Yeah. Do this, it's awesome. As I do it the opposite way. Don't do what they do. Learn from my mistakes, man. I want to do brown on this one just because there's not a lot of black. And I think the brown will just go better. It'll kind of hide in a little... I don't want to hide it, but you know what I mean? It'll just make it flow. I like that. It's not so in your face black. Okay. It's a subtle I told you so, okay? Okay. So there is that one. So adding those 3 little strips, there's so much you can do with just the 3 little strips on the side. Plopping this guy on a little square with a little scene on there. If you have a die cut, that would be really cute. Like just a little, this one would be like a little cowgirl hat. Die would be really cute on there. That would come with that set from scrapbook.com, which would be adorable to go on there. So this is my I told you so face. What do I want on the inside? Oh, silent judgment, right? I think that's where this one's going. I love the fact that the Furious Barnyard set just kind of goes so well with the Judgmental Chick sets. Yeah. Don't ask me why. It just does. This farm runs on, yep, that's where we're going. Although, that one would have worked too. Okay, so for this one, I don't have that one on there yet, but I'm going to pop him in there eventually. He reminds me of my little rooster, Little Richard. Little Richard. He's been up to no good lately. He's hilarious. But he's still up to no good. Okay. And I need to move this that way a little bit. Too much. For this one, I'm going to go with the brown again. I love the vintage sepia from Versafine. It's just, I don't know, it's a dark brown. I don't know. It always, I hope to God I put that in the right way and not upside down. I did. Okay, we're good. Toot. It's got squishy on this side. It'll be fine. Okay, I'm going to add in this guy. I'm going to put him right on top. Goober. Okay. There is my inside. And I lost my rag. How did? Okay. So this one goes there. I want to add in, we have envelope art to do yet. I don't know what I'm going to do on that one. I want to pull in, did I put them away? These are good questions. I thought I left stuff out that I thought I was going to use yet. Oh, you know what? I have a whole bunch of little hearts cut. So I don't know. I was cleaning, but I found the little hearts. These would be kind of cute to kind of just add in there. It's going to cover up my little imperfections that I don't like. I said you can't really see them, but they still kind of drive me nuts. I'm just going to add these in there. It's kind of like a... This is my I told you so face. I still love you, but this is my I told you so face. I don't know where the hearts came from. Probably from some Lawn Fawn die set. Either the heart border, like heart flower border dies, or the heart garland, possibly. There's a couple of different sizes here, though. Let's go here. And then let's go up with this one. So this is just going to hide that little circle. You know, it's like where it would hang up. Anyways, so that's going to hide my little cutting, measuring errors, whatever. I was trying to get more paper than I had. Anyways, so there's that one. And you could definitely do the paper glossy accents on the eyeballs if you want. I did the glossy black glaze pen on the eyeballs so they pop out. You really don't need, I didn't want to do the glossy accents on these just because those glossy eyes just kind of give all the judgment that they need. Yep, I love it. Okay, so there's that one and there's that one. Let's see, what are we doing on this envelope? I could just do this little guy again. Should be. I don't know. You could glue, I could glue my last image on there too, I guess. Should we? Yeah, let's. I'm just gonna glue my extra image on there. It gets my extra image off my desk because a lot of times I color things specifically for, you know, a set I'm doing. This is a great way to use up an extra one. I will make sure that it is glued very well so it's gonna stick. The other thing you do is run it through a sticker maker. If you don't know what that is, Xyron has sticker makers. Ouch. So this is a Xyron sticker maker. You run it through. This one is my permanent one. They also have a removable adhesive one. I might own two. So I have one that has my permanent one in and one that has my other one. But you don't need to. You can just use one and the cartridge will pop in and out. All you do is you replace that cartridge. I think they still sell them because they still sell the cartridges. They also make a big one. Which is like 3.5 inches wide, maybe it's 4. I don't know, 4 1/4. I'm not exactly sure on that one. Mine is broken, so it's a pain in the butt to use, but I still use it on occasion. I use those a lot more with scrapbooking than I do card making. It used to be all the rage back in the day. Let's do a couple of those little hearts over here. Now, doing stamped images, cut hearts on the outside of an envelope, if you were mailing them, you know, increases the chance of it getting caught, I guess, in the mail if they run them through the machines. I don't know. I guess it can't be any worse than putting on a label and or like washi, right? These are good questions. I don't have answers to. Okay. So the little judgy guy and the little heart. So this uses up some of the scraps that are laying on my desk. And there is card number 12. Not exactly where I thought it was going to go, but I love the result. So we have a bunch done. So there we go. All right, so that's cards 1 through 12. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. I might do no, I won't do a recap video. I will post all of the finished cards and this sheet is already up on Inky&Scrappy blog on my Let's Start Stamping series side page. So it's like the drop down menu on mobile, or it is on the side hand of the web page. Click on it and you can just print picture. Like you can click on the picture, it'll blow it up, and then you can either save it that way or you can just print it that way. So, you know, it's really just a base to start with. Feel free to add in more 6x6 pieces of paper if you want more background pieces. So don't feel like you can't do it that way. Like doing this, you're going to end up with some extra side pieces, But that's okay too. Like do multiple strips across or go down with them. Whatever you have left. I should probably do one that kind of uses a bunch of, but you know, if you cut 4, you have 2 inches left, right? So if you cut 4 by 5 1/4, you have, you know, a bunch of 2-inch circles or 2-inch circles, 2-inch squares left. I guess you can make 2-inch circles with it. Good Lord, child. Anyways, so don't be afraid to use more than those 5 pieces. This is just like if you're conserving paper, or maybe you're just starting out and you don't have a lot. This would be a great way to kind of like get a little bit more mileage out of that. I cheated and brought in a pattern paper for what number? One of them up here. This one? No, I don't remember. I brought in an extra piece of paper for something because I just thought it needed some more pop to it. And that's, you know, it's fine. It's not a huge deal. If I'd had a colored cardstock base, it probably would have been okay. I think it's because I think it was this one, and I think my card was just, it needed something. So don't feel afraid to veer off. This is definitely just a guide, you know, and make it work. If you use this one and you post them on Instagram, please tag me in them so I can see how yours turned out. Other than that, that's all I really have. I hope you guys enjoyed the Let's Start Stamping Summer Camp series. You know, it is what it is. Anyways, I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye.
So would paper cuts be like mosquito bites at stamp camp?